The rescue at Lake Lipno. Wojtek and Zuzana sat in the school library, surrounded by piles of homework for their veterinary science class. Zuzana was busy filling out applications for a prestigious veterinary college, her eyes bright with ambition. Wojtek, however, stared blankly at his notes. "I'm not sure if I'm ready for more exams," he whispered. "I don't know what my goals are." Zuzana looked up and saw his frustration. "Don't overthink it," she said softly. "Ask yourself, what do I love?" Wojtek thought about the weekends he spent outdoors. "What I love is helping animals in the wild, not just in a clinic." They realized that while playing the guitar was a fun hobby, their shared hobbies involving nature were their true passion. To clear their heads, they took a weekend trip to Lake Lipno. They hiked far away from the main tourist docks where there were too many people. Eventually, they reached a quiet, rocky peninsula that stretched deep into the blue water. "Maybe we can find some rare water birds here," Zuzana suggested, pointing toward the reeds. As they approached the water, they spotted a large, graceful swan struggling near the shore. Its wing was pinned at an awkward angle by a tangled fishing line. Nearby, a bright green grasshopper perched on a piece of plastic litter, a small reminder of the human footprint in this beautiful place. Wojtek took a photo of the bird's wing with his phone so he could blow up the image and see how deep the line had cut. "We have to be as careful as possible not to scare him," he said. He reached into his bag for his emergency rescue kit, moving slowly toward the injured bird. They managed to secure the bird, but they needed a specific antiseptic to prevent infection. Zuzana volunteered to run back to the village. She hurried along the stone pavement of the village square. A distracted pedestrian stepped out from a shop, and Zuzana had to twist mid-stride to avoid a painful bump. Zuzana searched the village for the medicine. She first tried a tiny chemist's on the corner, but they only sold soaps. She hurried to a local pharmacy, but it was closed for the weekend. Finally, she found a large drugstore where a helpful clerk named Lenka found the exact solution needed for wildlife. When Zuzana returned to the lake, Wojtek was already cleaning the bird's wound. He carefully applied a thick, soothing ointment to the cut on the wing. To help the bird recover from the shock, he dropped an effervescent tablet into a shallow dish of water, watching it fizz and bubble. They decided to stay near the lake overnight to monitor the bird's progress. They moved some heavy, abandoned wooden furniture from an old picnic site to create a safe barrier around the swan's resting spot. That evening, they used their photos to start a collage on their laptop to document the rescue. The next morning, a park ranger named Joachim arrived to check on the area. He wore a crisp green uniform and a shiny silver badge that caught the morning sun. Seeing their expert care, he thanked them for their help. Wojtek stood tall, finally feeling certain about his future in wildlife medicine.